Hello! My favourite holiday is just around the corner and I'm very excited. It's time for vampires, zombies, werewolves, witches and wizards, monsters, you name it. Every year I watch most, if not all, of the films in this video to get into the Halloween spirit. I'm not a big fan of horror, so most of them are family friendly, and I've included half of Tim Burton's filmography because we all know that most of his films fit that vibe. Now without further ado, here are my 10 recommendations plus 6 honourable mentions in a chronological order. Beetlejuice, 1988. The spirits of a deceased couple are harassed by an unbearable family that has moved into their home and hire a malicious spirit to drive them out. This is such a classic with so many characters that you can dress up as for Halloween. It's a unique film, so it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it's definitely worth watching. Also, I recently watched the sequel and I really enjoyed it. It was good fun and it was so nice to revisit those characters after 36 years, so that's another film for your watch list. Edward Scissorhands, 1990. The solitary life of an artificial man, who was incompletely constructed and has scissors for hands, is upended when he's taken in by a suburban family. I genuinely love this film, but I'm always hit by this profound wave of sadness whenever I watch it. I feel so sad for Edward and how he's treated throughout the film, so yeah, this is a bittersweet one. This is another popular Halloween costume. I gave it a go once, but I couldn't be bothered to create the scissors, so I'll have to revisit it at some point. The Addams Family, 1991. Con artists plan to fleece an eccentric family using an accomplice who claims to be their long-lost uncle. And Addams Family Values, 1993. The Addams family tried to rescue their beloved Uncle Fester from his gold-digging new love, a black widow named Debbie. I love these two films so much. They're so funny and they will definitely put a smile on your face. And of course, Gomez and Morticia are everything. Such an iconic couple. Bram Stoker's Dracula, 1992. The centuries-old vampire Count Dracula comes to England to seduce his barrister Jonathan Harker's fiancée Mina Murray and inflict havoc in the foreign land. Gary Oldman is always great. He is such a versatile actor, and in this film he plays several different versions of Count Dracula and it's pretty amazing to watch. Definitely a gothic classic with a great supporting cast. Visually the film is stunning because the costumes and the cinematography are beautiful. The Nightmare Before Christmas, 1993. Jack Skellington, king of Halloween Town, discovers Christmas Town, but his attempts to bring Christmas to his home causes confusion. Is it a Christmas film? Is it a Halloween film? No one knows, so I watch it twice a year just to be sure. Also, if you're interested in seeing how a stop motion film is created, then have a look on YouTube. It's honestly fascinating. Interview with a Vampire, 1994. A vampire tells his epic life story. Love, betrayal, loneliness and hunger. I have not read the novel, but I actually really like this film. I never thought much of Tom Cruise as an actor. I never thought that he had much range, but he really surprised me in this one because he was so good. It doesn't help that Brad Pitt probably didn't want to be there, so that difference is quite noticeable. Another gothic classic with great costumes. Sleepy Hollow, 1999. Ichabod Crane is sent to Sleepy Hollow to investigate the decapitations of 3 people. The culprit is legendary apparition, the Headless Horseman. Yet another Tim Burton classic, which is very loosely based on an 1820 short story by Washington Irving called The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. The story's protagonist is Ichabod Crane, and he learns about the Headless Horseman, who was a Hessian soldier that was decapitated in battle. As I said, the film is very loosely based on that story, but it has a gothic atmosphere, it has a Headless Horseman, and I think it's the perfect film for Halloween. Corpse Bride, 2005. When a shy groom practices his wedding vows in the inadvertent presence of a deceased young woman, she rises from the grave assuming he has married her. Another great stop motion film, very beautiful, very funny, but also quite sad at times. I remember watching all the behind the scenes videos about how it was created on DVD as a kid and just loving everything. I also want to give my Emily cosplay another go. I tried it in 2021 and it was decent, but not that great. Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street, 2007. The legendary tale of a barber who returns from wrongful imprisonment to 1840s London, bent on revenge for the rape and death of his wife, and resumes his trade while forming a sinister partnership with his fellow tenant, Mrs. Lovett. Still one of my favourite films. I think the colour palette is absolutely stunning. I love the songs, I love the costumes, the gothic atmosphere, everything. The plot, a barber who murders his customers and then his neighbour who bakes them into pies, came from a penny dreadful called The String of Pearls. That was published in 1846 and 1847, and then in the early 1970s the playwright Christopher Bond gave Sweeney Todd a motive and a backstory, and then in the late 70s Stephen Sondheim adapted that play into a musical, and that's what this film is based on. Now, honourable mentions: The Rocky Horror Picture Show, 1975, Clue, 1985, The Witches, 1990, Hocus Pocus, 1993, Coraline, 2009, and Hotel Transylvania, 2012. So that was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other classic Halloween films that you watch every year, please leave them in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!